Welcome to the 1991 Bloomington All-City Spelling Contest. I'm Dave Ponch, the principal at Normandale Hills Elementary School and coordinator for this event, which is co-sponsored by the Bloomington PTSA Council and the Bloomington Public Schools. We're so pleased that such a large number of people are here to give moral support to the 45 students seated on the stage. They are 5th through 8th grade building winners from Nativity of Mary, Mount Hope Redemption Lutheran, Bloomington Lutheran, Oak Grove Intermediate, and Hubert Olson Junior High. Because these young men and women are the best spellers at each grade level, you are in for an exciting, interesting evening of competition. Others in the community will be able to enjoy this event via cable TV beginning February 13th. And there are some slips of paper on the registration table if you wish to get the dates and the times for those presentations. The boys and girls who are on the stage will receive a copy of that at the end in their packet of materials for the award ceremony. To begin the festivities tonight, we have two very important people from our city and school district to bring greetings. First of all, I'm happy to introduce Neil Peterson, Mayor of the City of Bloomington. Welcome, Mayor.
Thank you. Can I take this off here for a minute? Is that possible? I want to talk to the kids, and so I'll apologize to the parents, and I'll apologize to the TV camera, but they're what's important tonight. You guys nervous? Who's nervous? You ain't nervous? How many? All of you are. How many of you are 5th graders? You guys really got a tough road to hoe here because you're going against 6th graders, 7th graders, 8th graders. And I understand you get the same words, and you have to walk up here and stand up here in front of this mic in front of them and spell a word. That's pretty scary, isn't it? But I just want to tell you that you're very, very important people. You know, for the city of Bloomington, you really are what we're here for. You know, you're the special people that make having a city and having a school is important. And you shouldn't be afraid because there's no losers here. You might miss a word, but you don't lose. You know, and when you get scared, you have to remember that you don't necessarily listen to your feelings because your feelings are scared, but you listen to your head and what you know. And I know many times when I'm doing things at the city, as a mayor, I can't listen to my feelings. I have to listen sometimes to what I think is right, and you have to do it tonight too. So I want to tell you you're special. I want to tell you you're all winners. And it's scary up here, but you'll survive it. You'll get up tomorrow morning the same way you did today. So thanks for being here, and thanks for your parents for making it special. And we love you all, okay? Good luck. Don't be scared.
Thank you, Mayor Peterson. From the Bloomington Public Schools, we have Dr. Gerald Cleve, Assistant Superintendent in charge of Curriculum and Instruction. Dr. Cleve.
Thank you, Mr. Ponch. A welcome, as a representative of the Bloomington School District, a welcome to our 45 finalists who represent some of Bloomington's best spellers, and their parents and friends and family members who are here, who we know have been a very important part of giving them support, working with them, helping them, giving them encouragement to get them to the finals of the Bloomington All-City Spelling Contest this evening. 14 of our 45 finalists will be moving on to the regional spelling contest in South St. Paul later on, and they will be carrying the colors for all of Bloomington, and we know that 14 of these 45 special people will do a very good job for us. I would like to encourage those students who participated at the building level who did not make the 45 finalists this evening to keep trying. Some of the students who are finalists tonight, this is their second, maybe even third try to get to the finalists of the All-City Contest. So those of you who participated in your building, you maybe didn't make it this year, but you worked hard. Keep working hard, and maybe next year you will be up on the stage and will be able to represent your school in this contest. Special word of thanks to the many people who make this possible. On the back page of your program are all of the acknowledgments for the contributors and the people who worked hard to make this happen. And they're very special people and organizations, and we are just so pleased that the support we get for this spelling contest is just comes so easy, and that everyone wants to help us, and we really appreciate that. So we're looking forward to a super evening. We have some of the best spellers in Bloomington with us this evening, and we're very anxious to give them an opportunity to do their very best. So good luck to all of you, and thank you to the parents for your support and encouragement in helping these students get to this point. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Cleve. We appreciate the continued support of the entire city and the school officials from both the public and the private sector for making this terrific program possible. We're going to give you some changes in the program right now. We had 3 boys and girls who did not come tonight, so we have 3 alternates in their places. Number 13, Lindsay Hansen, is absent. Would you replace that person, if you have a pencil and want to jot it in, with Kim Shawn, K-I-M-S-H-A-W-N. She is from Bloomington Lutheran. We did not have any 8th graders who were here as alternates from Olson Junior High, so we replaced her with an 8th grader from Bloomington Lutheran. Number 22, Jody Haroldson was ill tonight. Replace her with Aaron Sackett, A-A-R-O-N-S-A-C-K-E-T-T. Also a 7th grader at Olson Junior High. Number 33, Adam Archibald. Replace him with Elias Basakos, E-L-I-A-S, B-A-Z-A-K-O-S, 7th grader at Olson Junior High. Then in your program, there is an error. The contestants all have it corrected, I think, in theirs, but Hans Cowie is from Bloomington Lutheran, not from Oak Grove Intermediate. So that we have all the corrections, and we apologize for that error, but we hope that they don't mind, since they're up here on the stage and are going to be participating with the others. This is the 7th annual Bloomington All-City Spelling Contest. The participants have earned the right to be here by outspelling their classmates in both written and oral competition. The selection process varies from school to school, but the number of all-city contestants eligible for tonight's contest is based on the ratio of 1 entry per 100 students, with a minimum of 1 for grades 5 and 6 and 1 for grades 7 and 8. Each parochial school thus has 2 contestants. Oak Grove Intermediate has 18, 9 at each grade level, and this year, because of a word that happened to have several different spellings, and we didn't catch it until afterwards, we have 19 students from Oak Grove Intermediate. Hubert Olson Junior High has 20. Now, only 26% of the 45 are returnees from last year. 60% are boys, 40% are girls. About the same ratio as last year. 10 are 5th graders, 12 are 6th graders, 10 are 7th graders, and 13 are 8th graders. Each student here is in the top 1 to 2% of his or her grade level in spelling skills. They should be extremely proud of that fact, no matter what happens here tonight. There are also a number of excellent spellers in the audience who are named alternates, and some of these names will be read, but they may not be here. But I do want to have you recognize them as being top spellers as well. Please come forward to receive your certificate if you are here. Then stay up front so we can give you a round of applause when we're all finished. Aaron Lundeen, Oak Grove Intermediate. Beth Ann McDowell, Oak Grove Intermediate, grade 5. Jody Siebert, grade 6, Oak Grove Intermediate. Harmony Blakeway, grade 6, Oak Grove Intermediate. Amy McClure, Olson Junior High, grade 8. Elena Stone, grade 8, Olson Junior High. Dan Walters, grade 5, Bloomington Lutheran. Danielle Lozier, grade 6, Mount Hope Redemption. Margaret Adams, grade 8, Nativity of Mary. Jennifer Seen, grade 6, Nativity of Mary. We had one alternate that was here. Who was that? She left? Okay. Let's give those kids a round of applause. They'll see it on television. Because of the generosity shown by 7 school and community groups and individuals, we'll be able to send 14 students, as Dr. Cleve said, to the Metro EXU Region 3. Now, the Metro EXU includes a number of the suburbs and area, and they will have 3 different contests. We are going to be participating this year in Region 3, which will be held at the South St. Paul High School on Saturday, March 2nd. Half of our winners will participate at 9:30 unless they change the times on me, and half at 12 o'clock noon. And you're all invited to attend that. It's exciting, it's interesting, and 2 of the contestants from each of the sessions will be going on to state. So 4 people from Region 3 will be going on to state. So we have the possibility of having, out of the 14, 4 people going on to state. Last year we had 1. She did a super job at the state level. I would appreciate having individuals stand who represent the contributors. If we have any of those folks here, American Legion Post 550, VFW Post 1296, Bloomington Public Schools, Association for Childhood Education International, or ACEI, the Bloomington Federation of Teachers, private citizen Roger Frank, who has sponsored a person every year, and the Donaldson Company, Incorporated. These contributions are used to pay for the $60 registration fee for the regional participants and for the trophies you see on the piano down here. And this year we'll be giving savings bonds to the top 5 winners at the district contest here. Let's give the contributors a loud round of applause. We also want to acknowledge Byerly's for furnishing the cookies. That's always a big treat for the kids and for the audience. And we usually try to save some for the kids since they have pictures right afterwards. But all of you are welcome at the end to go out and participate in the refreshments. The PTA Council is furnishing the cider, and many of the people who have been working here tonight have been from the council, and I really appreciate their help. Also to the Miller Davis Office Products for the plastic name tags. They've been super each year to furnish those to us. The back of your program, you'll want to note the other folks, and if you see any of those or know any of those, thank them for us again. Last but far from least, I would like to introduce those building spelling bee coordinators who started the trail of bees leading from their building up to the finals tonight. Ken Kangas, Olson Junior High. Rose Barkley from Oak Grove Intermediate, I don't believe was able to be here tonight. Jill Morgan, Bloomington Lutheran. Kurt Hagen, I know was not able to be here tonight from Mount Hope Redemption. And Joseph Sims, Nativity of Mary. Let's give those folks a big hand. There's a lot that leads up to this evening in the way of contests within the building, contacting people, communication, and so forth. Now on to the 1991 Bloomington All-City Spelling Bee. Officials for this event tonight are pronouncer Dal Holtz, speech theater teacher at Jefferson, Judges Ken Kangas, Language Arts, Olson Jr. Joseph Sims, teacher at Nativity of Mary. Maury Bombeck, parent. Timer Carol Gilmer, parent. Overhead projectionist Cheryl Powers, parent. Let's give them a big hand. This is a tense-filled night for them as well. Our best wishes to all of the contestants. Your seat numbers were drawn by lot, and in the past, winners have emerged anywhere from seat 1 to seat 45. So do your best with every word you are given. And congratulations for being here tonight. It's a great honor. Dell, the contest is all yours.
Thank you, Mr. Panch. As he noted, I teach at Jefferson High School, public speaking and interpersonal communication, and on behalf of my colleagues, not only at Jefferson but at Kennedy, we congratulate you and welcome you to this district spelling contest. I really appreciated what Mayor Neil Peterson said about fear and stage fright and putting your head in control. And I'm having to come to give that same message to my public speaking class. I would like to do something that I've not been authorized to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. There is a man who teaches and works in Bloomington who's meant so much to thousands of Bloomington students and Bloomington families for over 2 decades that I'd like to dedicate this contest to. He is currently waging a valiant battle against cancer, and that would be Mr. John Kuklich, who has taught at Kennedy High School and won many awards for the yearbook there, who was named one of Minnesota's prestigious Educators of Excellence, and who currently is an assistant principal at Jefferson High School. And we'd like to wish him our very best, and like John Kuklich, to know that tonight and always he's in our prayers for his success against that battle. I've been asked to read a number of rules. I guess this is primarily for our audience's benefit. I think the kids probably could recite these in their sleep, but let me do it anyway because I'm supposed to. I will say the word, I will use it in a sentence, and say the word. So you're going to hear it 3 times. You may request me to repronounce the word, to use it in another sentence, or if you're unsure, you may ask me to define it, at which time I will defer to my learned colleagues to the left, who will defer to a 69-pound international edition of Webster's Third Collegiate Dictionary. And then we will give you a proper definition if that's necessary. You will then have 30 seconds in which you can write the word up there on that pad and to begin orally spelling the word. The spelling of the word should take no longer than 60 seconds, giving you a total time of 90 seconds. The contestant should pronounce the word before and after spelling it, but you won't be disqualified if you don't do that. The reason you should say it before is that if you have misheard it, we will stop you and correct pronunciation of it if you miss a plural or something like that. Next, having started to spell a word orally, our contestants are reminded that they are not permitted to change letters that they've already pronounced. They can retrace from the beginning of the word, providing the letters and their sequence are not changed in that retracing. Next, upon missing the spelling of a word, the contestant immediately drops out of the contest, and the next word on my list is going to be given to the next contestant. And this is one particularly for members of our audience. Members of our audience may appeal the judge's decision of the correct or incorrect spelling of a word, because our judges will, upon the completion of spelling, announce whether that's correct or incorrect. The way you appeal it is to raise your hand and say in a loud voice so we can hear you, "I appeal." This must, however, take place before the speaker would have received his or her next word if having remained in the contest. In such a case, the judges will refer to the unabridged dictionary as our final authority. Okay, another important rule for our audience. Please do not in any way, shape, or form, verbally or non-verbally, give contestants clues about whether or not their spelling is correct or incorrect. and 2 students. And all of the words that are on my list tonight, and I've read them several times, are plain words. There are no capital letters, no punctuation of any sort. The first round that we do is going to be a practice round. It'll get you comfortable with the procedures and the rules that we'll follow. We will follow all the procedures, even though it's practice. If you misspell it, we will say that it's incorrect and we'll put the correct spelling on the board. However, it is merely practice. We're going to ask each of you to say your name, your grade, and the school that you represent before I give you the word, the sentence, and the word. And that way I'll make sure that I have your name right, plus it'll be there immortally for our television audience. Are there any questions about any of the rules? Okay, if we can have Wesley, please.
Wesley Collins, 8th grade, Olson Junior High.
Tardy. When his locker became jammed, Joe realized he would be tardy for his history class. Tardy.
Tardy, T-A-R-D-Y, tardy.
This is practice for the judges too, so.
Correct. Joel.
Joel Branch, 8th grade, Olson Junior High.
Jewel. Sarah's mother said she was like a precious jewel. Jewel.
Jewel, J-E-W-A-L, Jewel.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling, J-E-W-E-L.
Chad Ullman, grade 5, intermediate.
Okay, we're going to ask you to speak up really quite loud so we can hear you. Chad, your word is sailor. The sailor was happy to see land after being at sea for 8 months. Sailor.
Sailor, S-A-I-L-O-R, sailor.
Correct.
Mohammed.
Muhammad Baga, 5th grade, Oak Grove Intermediate.
Joke. That was the funniest joke I've heard all week. Joke.
Joke, J-O-K-E, joke.
Correct.
Is it Jamie?
Jamie Ray, 6th grade, Oak Grove Intermediate.
Okay, Jamie, right. Your word is folder. Please put all of your artwork in the brown folder when you are done. Folder.
Folder, F-O-L-D-E-R, folder.
Correct.
Lisa.
Lisa Maycroft, 8th grade, Mountain Production.
Lisa, your word is ranch. The ranch was located in the most beautiful part of Wyoming I had ever seen. Ranch.
Ranch, R-A-N-C-H, ranch.
Correct.
Jenny.
Jenny Wahusky, grade 5, Oak Grove Intermediate.
Jenny, your word is draft. She presented the first draft of her new book to her publisher. Draft.
Draft. D-R-A-F-T, draft.
Correct.
Carrie.
Carrie Ostergaard, 6th grade, Oak Grove Intermediate.
Carrie, your word is enroll. He wanted to enroll in an Eastern college, but his parents preferred a small local school. Enroll.
Enroll, E-N-R-O-L-L, enroll.
Correct. Excuse me, correct.
Ben.
Ben Hersey, grade 6, Oak Grove Intermediate.
Ben, your word is young. At 25, he was still considered to be a young player in the NBA. Young.
Young, Y-O-U-N-G. Young.
Correct.
Frank.
Frank Stackhour, grade 5, Oak Grove Intermediate.
Frank, your word is score. The score at the top of the page indicates the percentage of correct answers. Score.
Score, S-C-O-R-E, score.
Correct.
Roseanne.
Roseanne Chatina, grade 7, Olson Junior High.
Okay, Roseanne, speak up nice and loud now. Your word is period. The 5 goals scored in the third period made victory possible for the Jaguars. Oh, it says home team. Period.
Period. P-E-R-I-O-D. Period.
Correct.
Anita Hardy, grade 8, Wilson Junior High.
Okay, Anita, your word is nurse. The nurse applied ice packs to the victim's swollen ankle. Nurse.
Nurse. N-U-R-S-E. Nurse.
Correct.
Kim.
Kim Sean, Bloomington Lutheran, 8th grade.
Kim, your word is parade. The parade will start on Main Street and then turn north on Elm Street. Parade.
Parade. P-A-R-A-D-E. Parade.
Correct.
Brooke.
Brooke Hanson, grade 5, Oak Grove Intermediate.
Brooke, your word is remind. Please remind me to pick up the dry cleaning on my way home. Remind.
Remind. R-E-M-I-N-D. Remind.
Correct.
Matt.
Matt Greiner, grade 8, Olson Junior High.
Matt, your word is handy. The candles came in handy when the electricity suddenly went off. Handy.
Handy. H-A-N-D-Y. Handy.
Correct.
Kelly Hultgren, grade 8, Olson Junior High.
Kelly, your word is brain. Man's brain is a very sophisticated part of the body. Brain.
Brain. B-R-A-I-N. Brain.
Correct.
Kathy.
Kathy Klondike, 7th grade, Olson Junior High.
Kathy, your word is fudge. She always made the most delicious fudge for the Christmas holidays. Fudge.
Fudge, F-U-D-G-E, fudge.
Correct.
Jeff Tiller, grade 6.
Okay, from where?
Oak Grove Intermediate.
All right, relax, Jeff. It's a piece of cake. Jeff, your word is silent. Everyone was silent as they listened to the beautiful concerto.
Silent, S-I-L-E-N-T, silent.
Correct.
Darren.
Darren Best, grade 5, Oak Grove Intermediate.
Darren, your word is ticket. I will purchase my airline ticket on Saturday afternoon. Ticket.
Ticket, T-I-C-K-E-T, ticket.
Correct.
Jennifer.
Jennifer Miller, grade 8, Wilson Junior High.
Speak up real loud now, Jennifer. Jennifer, your word is expert. He's an expert in the field of tax law. Expert.
Expert, E-X-P-E-R-T, expert.
Correct.
Aaron.
Aaron Erickson, grade 8, Wilson Junior High.
Aaron, your word is recess. After your recess time on the playground, you will feel refreshed. Recess.
Recess. R-E-C-E-S-S. Recess.
Correct.
And Aaron.
Aaron Sackett, grade 7, Olson Junior High.
Aaron, your word is person. She's the only person I know who can knit a sweater that fast. Person.
Person. P-E-R-S-O-N. Person.
Correct.
Troy Evelyn, grade 6, Oak Grove Intermediate.
Okay, nice and loud now, Troy. Troy, your word is engine. The car's engine needed a major overhaul to put it back in good running condition. Engine.
Engine. E-N-G-I-N-E. Engine.
Correct.
Missy Harlan, grade 7, Olson Junior High.
Hi, Missy. Your word is frozen. She enjoyed the frozen yogurt almost as much as the ice cream sundae. Frozen.
Frozen. F-R-O-Z-E-N. Frozen.
Correct.
Minju, grade 5, Oak Grove Intermediate.
Okay, Pim. Your word is crown. The queen's crown sparkled and gleamed in the sunlight. Crown.
Crown. C-R-O-W-N. Crown.
Correct.
Jay.
Jay Jackson, grade 7, Olson Junior High.
Jay, your word is bubble. Mary loved the taste of the purple bubble gum the best. Bubble.
Bubble. B-U-B-B-L-E. Bubble.
Correct.
Mohammed El Rashidi, grade 6, Oak Grove Intermediate.
Muhammad, your word is grain. The grain in the field was ready to be harvested.
Grain. G-R-A-I-N. Grain.
Correct.
My name is John, 8th grade, to the Mary School.
Wanamtron, your word is copper. The pan with the copper bottom works very well.
Copper. C-O-P-P-E-R. Copper.
Correct.
Chris.
Chris Van White, grade 5, Oak Grove Intermediate.
Chris, your word is concert. All the tickets for the concert were sold out in one day. Concert.
Concert. C-O-N-C-E-E-R-T. Concert.
Sorry, incorrect.
Angie Hessel, 7th grade, Olson Junior High.
Angie, your word is shovel. He wanted to buy a sturdy shovel to be prepared for the big snowstorm. Shovel.
Shovel. S-H-O-V-E-L. Shovel.
Correct.
Dan Schmidt, 6th grade, Oak Grove Intermediate.
Dan, your word is handle. The handle on the tea kettle was solid and sturdy. Handle.
Handle. H-A-N-D-L-E. Handle.
Correct.
Christy Milana, grade 5, Nativity Berry.
Okay, Christy, speak up nice and loud. Your word, Christy, is marble. The marble statue was a beautiful work of art. Marble.
Marble. M-A-R-B-L-E. Marble.
Correct.
Elias.
Elias Kazakis, grade 7, Olson Junior High.
Elias, your word is melody. The nursery school children loved the song because of the short, simple melody. Melody.
Melody. M-E-L-O-D-Y. Melody.
Correct. Excuse me, correct.
Joe McDonald, Olson Junior High, grade 8.
Okay, Joe, your word is oblong. She was looking for an oblong scarf rather than a square one. Oblong.
Oblong. O-B-L-O-N-G. Oblong.
Correct.
Sarah Erickson, 6th grade, Mount Hope Redemption.
Sarah, your word is public. The public is invited to attend the open-air concert in the park. Public.
Public. P-U-B-L-I-C. Public.
Correct.
Hans Collin, grade 6, Bloomington.
All right. You're going to be just fine, Hans. Your word, Hans, is circle. Please circle the correct answers to these questions. Circle.
Circle. C-I-R-C-L-E. Circle.
Correct.
Jared Rogers, grade 7, Olson Junior High.
Jared, your word is player. The player with the best record will receive a scholarship. Player.
Player. P-L-A-Y-E-R. Player.
Correct.
Steve Madsen, 7th grade, Olson Junior High.
Steve, your word is barrel. She found an old barrel packed with family mementos stored in the attic. Barrel.
Barrel. B-A-R-R-E-L. Barrel.
Correct.
Julie Anderson, grade 6, Oak Grove Intermediate.
Julie, your word is lumber. The lumber was delivered to the construction site on a huge truck. Lumber.
Lumber. L-U-M-B-E-R. Lumber.
Correct.
Shanaz Baga, 6th grade, Oak Grove Intermediate.
Shanaz, your word is master. He's considered to be a master of the art of storytelling. Master.
Master. M-A-S-T-E-R. Master.
Correct.
Ryan Grace, 5th grade, Oak Grove Intermediate.
Okay, Ryan, your word is narrow. Ribbon can be purchased on narrow or wide rolls. Narrow.
Narrow. N-A-R-R-O-W. Narrow.
Correct.
Kelly Meyer, Bloomington, 8th grade.
All right, Kelly. Kelly, your word is federal. Social Security is a responsibility of the federal government. Federal.
Federal. F-E-D-E-R-A-L. Federal.
Correct.
Tara Craft, 7th grade, Wilson.
Okay, Tara. Your word is enemy. The cat is an enemy of most mice.
Enemy. E-N-E-M-Y. Enemy.
Correct.
Brett McBeth, grade 6, Oak Grove. Intermediate.
I gave her the wrong word. We'll give you the one she was supposed to have. It won't matter. Detach. Your word is detach. Do not detach the washing instructions from the garment. Detach.
Detach. D-E-T-A-T-C-H. Detach.
Incorrect. D-E-T-A-C-H.
Ryan Nguyen, grade 8, Olson Junior High.
And you're Brent? No, Quang.
Huh, what?
Your name?
Quang Nguyen.
Okay. And your word is waiter. Each waiter has 6 tables to serve.
Waiter. W-A-I-T-E-R. Waiter.
Correct.
Wesley Collins, grade 8, Olson Junior High.
I think we've run to the end of the tape. You're going to rewind it. Your practice word is beautiful. Pardon? We're at the beginning again, no one? This is official? Are you ready? I want to make sure the mic is going.
Can wait just a bit.
Oh, Wesley, tell us a joke. Are we taping now, do we think?
You should get the voice. Yes.
Okay. Let's pick anyone now.
Is there an audio visual expert in the audience?
In movie theaters, they call for a doctor. We need a tape recorder expert, an AV person. I don't see anybody moving. Ah, there comes one. Go ahead. This is beginning to look like a federal project. 5 people standing around looking at a single product. Okay, do you think it's working now? Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or in new math, 1, 800, a million. Pardon? I think we're working. Well, I think Wesley is certainly ready for this. Okay, this is real. I'll remind you to say the word. And then spell it, and then say it again. If you didn't hear it correctly, please don't be afraid to ask me to repeat it. Wesley, your word is truly. Lincoln was a truly great president. Truly.
Truly. T-R-U-L-Y. Truly.
Correct.
Joel Branch, your word. Library. The quietest room in the school was the library.
Library. L-I-B-R-A-R-Y. Library.
Correct.
Chad Elman. Your word is dangerous. The icy roads made driving dangerous.
Dangerous. D-A-N-G-E-R-O-U-S. Dangerous.
Correct.
Mohammed, your word is dismal. After their dismal performance in the first half, the coach gave his players a pep talk. Dismal.
Dismal. D-I-S-M-A-L. Dismal.
Correct.
Jamie Rang. Your word is orchard. Alice pruned the trees in the apple orchard. Orchard.
Orchard. O-R-C-H-A-R-D. Orchard.
Correct.
Lisa Maycroft, your word, inability. Sharon's inability to speak was caused by laryngitis. Inability.
Inability. I-N-A-B-I-L-I-T-Y. Inability.
Correct. Correct.
Jenny Wahoski, your word, educational. The school ordered new educational supplies. Educational.
Educational. E-D-U-C-A-T-I-O-N-A-L. Educational.
Correct.
Carrie Osterberg, your word, conductor. Tickets were collected by the train conductor. Conductor.
Conductor. C O-N-D-U-C-T-O-R. Conductor.
Correct.
Van Hershey. Your word, waterfowl. Because of the destruction of wetlands, the waterfowl population has dropped 50% in the last 20 years. Waterfowl.
Waterfowl. W-H-E-R-F-O-W-L. Waterfowl.
Correct.
Frank Stackar, your word, bargains. After Christmas, Mrs. Fielding always searched for bargains for gifts for the following year. Bargains.
Could you repeat the word?
I certainly can. Bargains.
Bargains. B-A-R-G-A-I-N-S. Bargains.
Correct.
Roseanne Scatina, your word, authority. In the Army, one has to accept authority. Authority.
Authority. A-U-T-H-O-R-I-T-Y. Authority.
Correct.
Anita Hardy, your word, system. The car's cooling system needed repair.
System. S-Y-S-T-E-M. System.
Correct.
Kim Sean, your word, unreliable. Because he was unreliable, Frank was fired. Unreliable.
Unreliable. U-N-R-E-L-I-A-B-L-E. Unreliable.
Correct.
Brooke Henson, your word, Arctic. Sled dogs are used to the Arctic climate. Arctic.
Arctic. A-R-C-T-I-C. Arctic.
Correct.
Matt Reinert. Your word, Matt, frightened. The explosion of the firecracker frightened the baby. Frightened.
Frightened. F-R-I-G-H-T-E-N-E-D. Frightened.
Correct.
Kelly Hultgren. Your word, Kelly, journal. For 5 years, Mark kept a daily journal. Journal.
Journal. Journal. Journal.
Correct.
Kathy Quanbeck. Your word, Kathy, nickel. In the 1940s, you could buy a bottle of pop for a nickel. Nickel.
Nickel. N-I-C-K-E-L. Nickel.
Correct.
Jeff Tiller. Your word, Jeff, diagonal. Sarah made 3 X's on the diagonal to win the game of tic-tac-toe. Diagonal.
Diagonal. D-I-A-G-O-N-A-L. Diagonal.
Correct.
Darren Best, your word, identification. When Sarah's dog received the rabies shot, he also got an identification tag. Identification.
Identification. I-D-E-N-T-I-F-I-C-A-T-I-O-N. Identification.
Correct.
Jennifer Miller. Jennifer, your word is candidate. The presidential candidate gave many campaign speeches. Candidate.
Candidate. C-A-N-D-I-D-A-T-E. Candidate.
Correct.
Aaron Erickson. Your word, elephants. Poachers slaughter elephants for their ivory tusks. Elephants.
Elephants. E-L-E-P-H-A-N-T-S. Elephants.
Correct.
Aaron Sackett. Your word, favorite. Bob's favorite class was gym. Favorite.
Favorite. F-A-V-O-R-I-T-E. Favorite.
Correct.
Troy Abel. Your word, misspell. It's very easy to misspell the word misspell. Misspell.
Misspell. M-I-S-P-E-L-L. Misspell.
Incorrect. M-I-S-S-P-E-L-L.
That was almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Missy Hornland. Your word, circular. Anne climbed to the top of the tower on a circular stairway. Circular.
Circular. C-I-R-C-U-L-A-R. Circular.
Correct.
Man, your word, wrench. The mechanic wanted a socket wrench. Wrench.
Wrench. W-R-E-N-C-H. Wrench.
Correct.
Jay Jackson, your word, league. Pete's mother and father belonged to a bowling league. League.
League. L-E-A-G-U-E. League.
Correct.
Mohammed, your word, cellar. Mrs. Parker stored her canned vegetables in the cellar. Cellar.
Cellar. C-E-L-L-A-R. Cellar.
Correct.
Juan Antron, your word. Business. George Jefferson owns a dry cleaning business. Business.
Business. B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S. Business.
Correct.
Chris Van Wyck, your word. Sleigh. Roselawn Staples offers sleigh rides. Sleigh.
Sleigh. S-L-E-I-G-H. Sleigh.
Correct.
Angie Hessel, your word. Courteous. The teacher said to be attentive and courteous. Courteous.
Courteous. C-O-U-R-T-E-O-U-S. Courteous.
Correct.
Dan Schmidt, your word. Satellite. The Space Shuttle Columbia retrieved a satellite. Satellite.
Satellite. S-A-T-E-L-L-I-T-E. Satellite.
Correct.
Christy Mladek, your word. Genius. Albert Einstein was considered to be a great genius. Genius.
Genius. G-E-N-I-U-S. Genius.
Correct.
Elias, your word. Hazardous. The slippery roads made driving hazardous. Hazardous.
Hazardous. H-A-Z-A-R-D-O-U-S. Hazardous.
Correct.
Joe McDonald, your word. Beacon. The lighthouse beacon warned ships away from the coral reef. Beacon.
Beacon. B-E-A-C-O-N. Beacon.
Correct.
Sarah Erickson, your word. Lengthen. The tailor said he could not lengthen the sleeves of the suit coat. Lengthen.
Lengthen. L-E-N-G-T-H-E-N. Lengthen.
Correct.
Hans Colley, your word. Geography. The geography lesson dealt with the tropical rainforest. Geography.
Geography. G-E-O-G-R-A-P-H-Y. Geography.
Correct.
Jared Rogers, your word. Whirlpool. A black hole in space looks like a gigantic whirlpool. Whirlpool.
Whirlpool. W-H-I-R-L-P-O-O-L. Whirlpool.
Correct.
Steve Manson, your word, Steve. Academic. Even though Gina's academic ability was high, she did not get high grades. Academic.
Academic. A-C-A-D-E-M-I-C. Academic.
Correct.
Julie Anderson, your word, Julie. Tawny. The lion's tawny color blends in with the African grassland. Tawny.
Tawny. T-A-U-G-H
Shanaz, your word, esteemed. Lord Mountbatten and his wife were two of the most esteemed public figures of the 20th century. Esteemed.
Esteemed. E-S-T-E-E-M-E-D. Esteemed.
Correct.
Ryan Breezy. College. After graduation, David decided to go to college. College.
College. C-O-L-L-E-G-E. College.
Correct.
Kelly Meyer. Chocolate. At the ice cream shop, Frank ordered a chocolate sundae. Chocolate.
Chocolate. C-H-O-C-O-L-A-T-E. Chocolate.
Correct.
Tara Craft. Discipline. To be an honor student takes a lot of self-discipline. Discipline.
Discipline. D-I-S-C-I-P-L-I-N-E. Discipline.
Correct.
Brent. McBee. Your word, Brent, extremely. Last December was extremely cold. Extremely.
Extremely. E-X-T-R-E-M-L-E. Extremely.
Incorrect. E-X-T-R-E-M-E-L-Y.
Quan, your word, dissatisfied. Mr. Brown was very dissatisfied with his new car.
Dissatisfied. D-I-S-S-A-T-I-S-F-I-E-D. Dissatisfied.
Correct.
Okay, if you were pronounced incorrect on this round, we're going to excuse you from the stage with a round of applause. So if you missed your word, thank you very much. Okay, round two. Wesley. Your word. Physical. The gym class had physical fitness testing. Physical.
Physical. P-H-Y-S-I-C-A-L. Physical.
Correct.
Joel Gratch. Your word, absurdity. The notion that the world is flat is now considered to be an absurdity. Absurdity.
Absurdity. A-B-S-U-R-D-I-T-Y. Absurdity.
Correct.
Chad Ullman, your word, Yuletide. The Yuletide season is one of joy and friendship. Yuletide.
Yuletide. U-L-E-T-I-D-E. Yuletide.
Incorrect. Y-U-L-E-T-I-D-E.
Mohammed Baga. Your word, Mohammed, recipes. All Karen's favorite recipes were on note cards. Recipes.
Recipes. R-E-C-I-P-E-S. Recipes.
Correct.
Jamie Wright, your word, tremendous. A tremendous clap of thunder shook the house. Tremendous.
Tremendous. T-R-E-M-E-N-D-O-U-S. Tremendous.
Correct.
Lisa Maycroft. Lisa, your word, hymn. Before the end of the church service, the choir sang a hymn. Hymn.
Hymn. H-Y-M-N. Hymn.
Correct.
Jenny Wahaski, your word, incredible. The construction of the Panama Canal was an incredible accomplishment. Incredible.
Incredible. I-N-C-R-E-D-I-B-L-E. Incredible.
Okay, it's Gary, right? Not Carrie, Gary. Okay. Carrie Ostergaard, your word, gymnasium. The dance was held in the school gymnasium. Gymnasium.
Gymnasium. G-Y-M-N-A-S-I-U-M. Gymnasium.
Correct.
Ben Hershey, your word, efficient. Miss Wallen, the school secretary, was friendly and efficient. Efficient.
Efficient. E-F-F-I-C-I-E-N-T. Efficient.
Correct.
Frank Sackhower, your word, condemned. The old apartment building was condemned by the city council. Condemned.
Condemned. C-O-N-D-E-M-N-E-D. Condemned.
Roseanne Scatina, your word, associate. Associate. Perry Mason's associate was Paul Drake. Associate.
Associate. A-S-S-O-C-I-A-T. Associate.
Correct.
Anita Hardy. Anita, your word, vengeance. Adam Chandler plotted his vengeance against Palmer Cortland. Vengeance.
Vengeance. V-E-N-G-E-A-N-C. Vengeance.
Correct.
Kim Sean, your word, thoroughly. Jane was told to clean her room thoroughly. Thoroughly.
Thoroughly. T-H-O-U-R-O-U-G-L-Y. Thoroughly.
Incorrect. T-H-O-R-O-U-G-H-L-Y.
Brooke Hanson, your word, temperament. Labradors have a friendly, calm temperament. Temperament.
Could you pronounce the word again, please?
Temperament.
Temperament. T-E-M-P-R-E-M-E-N-T. Temperament.
Incorrect. T-E-M-P-E-R-A-M-E-N-T.
Matt Reiner, your word, intricate. Special tools were needed to repair the intricate watch mechanism. Intricate.
Intricate. INTRICATE. Intricate.
Correct.
Kelly Hultgren. Kelly, your word, heavyweight. Joe Lewis and Jack Dempsey are considered to be two of the greatest heavyweight boxers. Heavyweight.
Heavyweight. HEAVYWEIGHT. Heavyweight.
Correct.
Kathy Pondbeck. Your word, manufacturing. One of the chief manufacturing towns in Pennsylvania is Pittsburgh. Manufacturing.
Can you repeat the word, please?
I certainly can. Manufacturing.
Manufacturing. MANUFACTURING. Manufacturing.
Correct.
Jeff Tiller. Jeff, your word is choral. Two choirs participated in the choral presentation. Choral.
Choral. CHORAL. Choral.
Correct.
Darren Best. Your word, velocity. The velocity of light is 186 million miles per second. Velocity.
Velocity. VILOCITY. Velocity.
Incorrect. VELOCITY.
Jennifer Miller. Your word, impartial. The defense lawyer wanted to be sure that the selected jury was impartial. Impartial.
Impartial. IMPARTIAL. Impartial.
Correct.
Aaron Erickson. Your word, honeycomb. The honeycomb of bees is composed of hundreds of chambers in the shape of hexagons. Honeycomb.
Honeycomb. HONEYCOMB. Honeycomb.
Correct.
Aaron Sackett. Your word, hydrants. The firefighters used all available hydrants to douse the blaze with water. Hydrants.
Hydrants. HYDRANTS. Hydrants.
Correct.
Missy Harlan. Your word, seethed. When Mr. Fox saw his dented car, he seethed with anger. Seethed.
Seed. SEATHED. Seed.
Incorrect. SEETHEED.
Van Cooper. Your word, laughter. Most comedy programs on TV feature artificially produced laughter. Laughter.
Laughter. LAUGHTER. Laughter.
Correct.
Jay Jackson, your word, acquaintance. When introduced, Michelle said, "Happy to make your acquaintance." Acquaintance.
Acquaintance. ACQUAINTANCE. Acquaintance.
Correct.
Mohamed Rashidi, your word, invalid. After his automobile accident, Jim was a bedridden invalid. Invalid.
Invalid. I-N-V-A-L-I-D, invalid.
Correct.
Juan Antron, your word, zodiac. The shop's keychains had the various signs of the zodiac on them. Zodiac.
Zodiac. Z-O-D-I-A-C. Zodiac.
Correct.
Chris Van Wyck. Vaporizer. A vaporizer is a device sometimes used for relieving head colds. Vaporizer.
Vaporizer. V-A-P-O-R-I-Z-O-R. Vaporizer.
Incorrect. V-A-P-O-R-I-Z-E-R.
Angie Hessel, your word, incompetent. The incompetent actor was rejected when he auditioned for the lead role. Incompetent.
Incompetent. I-N-C-O-M-P-I-T-E-N-T. Incompetent.
Incorrect. I-N-C-O-M-P-E-T-E-N-T.
Dan Schmidt, your word, vagrancy. The hobo was arrested for vagrancy. Vagrancy. Yes, the hobo was arrested for vagrancy. Vagrancy.
Vagrancy. V-A-G-R-A-N-C-Y. Vagrancy.
Correct.
Christy Maladic. Your word, vanilla. Traditional banana splits are made with chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla ice cream. Vanilla.
Vanilla. V-A-N-I-L-L-A. Vanilla.
Correct.
Elias Pisakos. Your name, your word, tedious. Margaret found her job on the factory assembly line grueling and tedious. Tedious.
Tedious. T-E-D-I-O-U-S. Tedious.
Correct.
Joe McDonald. Your word, obituary. The obituary column was the last section of the newspaper. Obituary.
Obituary. O-B-I-T-U-A-R-Y. Obituary.
Correct.
Sarah Erickson. Your word, ermine. An ermine is simply a weasel whose coat has turned white during the winter. Ermine.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Ermine.
Ermine. E-R-M-I-N-E. Ermine.
Correct.
Hans Covey. Your word, governor. The present governor of Minnesota is Arnie Carlson. Governor.
Governor. G-O-V-E-R-N-O-R. Governor.
Correct.
Jared Rogers. Your word, inaccurate. Because of the inaccurate site plan, the housing development had to be redesigned. Inaccurate.
Inaccurate. I-N-A-C-C-U-R-A-T-E. Inaccurate.
Correct.
Steve Manson, your word. Immortality. The immortality of the soul is a tenet of all worlds' great religions. Immortality.
Immortality. I-M-M-O-R-T-A-L-I-T-Y. Immortality.
Correct.
Shanaz Baka. Your word. Oxidation. The oxidation of sugar produces carbon dioxide, water, and energy. Oxidation.
Oxidation. O-X-I-D-A-T-I-O-N. Oxidation.
Correct.
Ryan Greasy. Your word. Biscuits. Garrison ate a breakfast of orange juice, eggs, and powdered milk. Biscuits. Biscuits.
Biscuit. B-U-I-S-Q-U-I-T-S. Biscuits.
Incorrect. B-I-S-C-U-I-T-S.
Kelly Meyer. Your word, Kelly. Seizure. The drug dealer claimed that the FBI's seizure of his cocaine was illegal. Seizure.
Seizure. S-I-E-S-U-R-E. Seizure.
Those are naives again. S-E-I-Z-U-R-E.
What did I say? Mine as well. Yes, she was incorrect.
Now I forgot. Is it Tara or Tara? Tara. Tara Kraft. Your name. Your word. Terrain. The terrain of Wyoming and eastern Montana is flat and sandy. Terrain.
Terrain. T-E-R-R-A-I-N. Terrain.
Correct.
Terrace terrain. Juan Nguyen, your word. Adjourn. The city council members wanted to quickly adjourn the meeting and go home. Adjourn.
Adjourn. A-D-J-O-U-R-N-E-D. Adjourn.
Incorrect. A-D-J-O-U-R-N.
We'd like to excuse those who have missed this last round with a round of applause, and you may take your seats in the audience. Thank you very much. Anybody gives you any trouble, you give them your word to spell. They're getting. We're going to turn the table. We're back to the man. Do you have a joke yet? No? We're coming into round 3. Okay, round 3. 1991. District 271 Spelling Bee. Wesley College, your word. Rotary. A new development in automobile technology was the rotary engine. Rotary.
Rotary. R-O-T-A-R-Y. Rotary.
Correct.
Joel Gratch, your word, unique. The unique swinging bed was attached to the ceiling by 4 ropes. Unique.
Unique. U-N-I-Q-U-E. Unique.
Correct.
Mohammed Baga. Frivolous. Many people feel that the baker's chandelier was a frivolous expense. Frivolous.
Frivolous. Frivolous. Frivolous.
Correct.
This is going to be Jamie, right? All right. Jamie, your word. Scissors. Mr. Jones cut out the magazine article with a pair of scissors. Scissors.
Scissors. S-C-I-S-S-O-R-S. Scissors.
Correct.
Lisa Maycroft, your word. Gaseous. Dry ice transforms directly from a solid to a gaseous state. Gaseous.
Gaseous. G-A-S-C-E-O-U-S. Gaseous.
Incorrect. G-A-S-E-O-U-S.
Jenny Wahoski, your word. Raspberry. George put raspberry jam on his toast. Raspberry.
Raspberry. R-A-S-P-B-E-R-R-Y. Raspberry.
Correct.
Carrie Ostergaard. Carrie, your word. Tinsel. The Christmas tree was decorated with tinsel. Tinsel.
Tinsel. T-I-N-S-E-L. Tinsel.
Correct.
Ben Hershey, your word. Groceries. The price of groceries rose due to the drought of 1988. Groceries.
Groceries. G-R-O-C-E-R-I-E-S. Groceries.
Correct.
Frank Stackhauer, your word. Bruised. Rocky emerged from his fight, battered and bruised. Bruised.
Bruised. B-R-U-I-S-E-D. Bruised.
Correct.
Roseanne Scatina. Roseanne, your word. Mansion. The James J. Hill Mansion is located in St. Paul. Mansion.
Mansion. M-A-N-S-I-O-N.
Correct.
Anita Hardy, your word. Silicon. The chief element in sand is silicon. Silicon.
Silicon. S-I-L-I-C-O-N. Silicon.
Correct.
Matt Reiner, your word. Millionaire. Winning the lottery made Mr. Bell a millionaire. Millionaire.
Billionaire. B-I-L.
Stop.
Let me repronounce the word and read the sentence again. Your word, Matt, is millionaire. Winning the lottery made Mr. Bell a millionaire. Millionaire.
Millionaire. M-I-L-L-I-O-N-A-I-R-E. Millionaire.
Correct.
your word, disappointed. Mr. Smith was very disappointed with the city. Disappointed.
Disappointed. D-I-S-A-P-P-O-I-N-T-E-D. Disappointed.
Correct.
Kathy Klonbeck. Your word, Kathy, protein. By eating a mixture of whole grains and beans, one's essential protein requirements can be fulfilled. Protein.
Protein. P-R-O-T-E-I-N. Protein.
Correct.
Jeff Tiller. Jeff, your word, socialite. The socialite waved to photographers as she drove off in her Porsche. Socialite.
Socialite. S-O-C-I-A-L-I-T-E. Socialite.
Correct.
Jennifer Miller. Your word, tycoon. J.R. Ewing is the unscrupulous oil tycoon on Dallas. Tycoon.
Tycoon. T-Y-C-O-O-N. Tycoon.
Correct.
Aaron Erickson. Your word, irrigation. During the drought of 1988, farmers had to use irrigation to save their crops. Irrigation.
Irrigation. I-R-R-I-G-A-T-I-O-N. Irrigation.
Correct.
Aaron Sackett. Aaron, your word, shrewd. The shrewd lawyer convinced the jury that his client was temporarily insane at the time of the jewel heist. Shrewd.
Shrewd. S-H-R-E-W-D. Shrewd.
Correct.
Van Q, your word, vulgar. The foreign ambassador thought American music and television shows were vulgar. Vulgar.
Vulgar. V-U-L-C-E-R.
Incorrect. E-U-L-G-A-R.
Jay Jackson, your word, sardines. The students in the overcrowded classroom were packed together like sardines. Sardines.
Sardines. S-A-R-D-I-N-E-S. Sardines.
Correct.
Mohammed El Rashidi, your word, trousers. Henry exchanged his new trousers for a wool sweater. Trousers.
Trousers. T-R-O-U-S-E-R-S. Trousers.
Correct.
Juan Antron, your word, illiteracy. Functional illiteracy means that basic things like directions and job application forms cannot be understood. Illiteracy.
Illiteracy. I-L-L-I-T-E-R-A-C-Y. Illiteracy.
Correct.
Dan Schmidt, your word, tandem. A bicycle built for two is also called a tandem bike. Tandem.
Tandem. T-A-N-D-U-M.
Incorrect. T-A-N-D-E-M.
Christy Mladek, your word, plumbing. The Andersons put in their own plumbing. Plumbing.
Plumbing. Plumbing.
Correct.
Elias Pisakos. Your word? Cougars. The largest cats in the Western Hemisphere are called cougars.
Cougars. C-O-U-G-A-R-S. Cougars.
Correct.
Joe McDonald. Joe, your word? Cellist. The cellist joined a string quartet. Cellist.
Cellist. C-E-L-L-I-S-T. Cellist.
Correct.
Sarah Erickson. Sarah, your word? Pigeons. Passenger pigeons in America were once more numerous than sparrows. Pigeons.
Pigeons. P-I-G-E-O-N-S. Pigeons.
Correct.
Hans Kawe, your word? Oxygen. The quarterback was given oxygen to help him recover from his long run. Oxygen.
Oxygen. O-X-Y-G-E-N. Oxygen.
Correct.
Jared Rogers, your word? Chandelier. The chandelier in the Capitol Rotunda in St. Paul has hundreds of light bulbs. Chandelier.
Chandelier. C-H-A-N-D-E-L-I-E-R. Chandelier.
Correct.
Steve Matson. Steve, your word? Ultimately. If you continue to practice, said Ted's teacher, you will ultimately become a concert violinist. Ultimately.
Ultimately. U-L-T-I-M-A-T-E-L-Y. Ultimately.
Correct.
Shanaz Paga. Your word? Exultant. When Christmas morning arrived, the children were exultant. Exultant.
Exultant. E-X-U-L-T-A-N-T. Exultant.
Correct.
Tara Kraft. Your word? Repetitious. The synthesizer accompaniment was repetitious and trite. Repetitious.
Repetitious. R-E-P-E-T-I-T-I-O-U-S. Repetitious.
Correct.
At this time, we would like to excuse those whose words were incorrect with a round of applause. Please don't be afraid to ask me to say the word again if you misheard it or wonder about it. It's not a problem. Here we go. Round 4, 1991. Bloomington Spelling Contest. Wesley Collins, your word. Irreversible. Environmental damage to the tropical rainforests is irreversible. Irreversible.
Irreversible. I-R-R-E-V-E-R-S-A-B-L-E. Irreversible.
Incorrect. I-R-R-E-V-E-R-S-I-B-L-E.
Because a person is poor does not necessarily mean that they are unhappy. Or English, if that's correct. Necessarily.
Necessarily. Necessarily.
Incorrect. Necessarily.
Mohammed Baga, your word, miniature. Ken's hobby was collecting miniature matchbox cars. Miniature.
Miniature. M-I-N-I-A-T-U-R-E. Miniature.
Correct.
Jamie Wright. Jamie, your word, coagulated. The blood coagulated quickly, and the wound began to heal. Coagulated.
Coagulated. C-O-A-G-U-L-A-T-E-D. Coagulated.
Correct.
Jenny Lahosky, your word, atrocious. The teacher said that Jenny's handwriting and study habits were atrocious. This is a different Jenny, I'm sure. Atrocious.
Atrocious.
A-T-T-R-O-C-I-O-U-S.
Incorrect. A-T-R-O-C-I-O-U-S.
Carrie Ostergaard, your word, efficiency. After checking rental fees, Sandy decided to settle for a small efficiency apartment. Efficiency.
Efficiency. E-F-F-I-S-H-E-N-C-Y. Efficiency.
Incorrect. E-F-F-I-C-I-E-N-C-Y.
Ben Hershey, your word, unilateral. The decision was unilateral and did not consider the wishes of the other party. Unilateral.
Unilateral. U-N-I-L-A-T-E-R-A-L. Unilateral.
Correct.
Frank Stackauer, your word, apparatus. The gymnastics apparatus was set up by the team members. Apparatus.
Apparatus. A-P-A-R-A-T-U-S. Apparatus.
Incorrect. A-P-P-A-R-A-T-U-S.
Roseanne Scatina. Your word with them, assimilate. Karen's teacher talked so quickly that she could not assimilate all the information. Assimilate.
Assimilate. A-S-Y-M-I-L-A-T-E.
Incorrect. A-S-S-I-M-I-L-A-T-E.
Anita Hardy, your word, laser. The delicate eye operation was performed with the help of a laser beam. Laser.
Laser. L-A-S-E-R. Laser.
Correct.
Matt Reiner, your word, hemisphere. The left hemisphere of the brain is supposed to influence language skills and logic to a high degree. Hemisphere.
Hemisphere. H-E-M-I-S-P-H-E-R-E. Hemisphere.
Correct.
Kelly Hulderman, your word, anxious. Mr. Carpenter was anxious to get antifreeze in his car before winter. Anxious.
Anxious. A-N-X-I-O-U-S. Anxious.
Correct.
Kathy Quanbeck, your word, unabridged. The unabridged version of Tolstoy's War and Peace is over 1,000 pages long. Unabridged.
Unabridged. U-N-A-B-R-I-D-G-E-D. Unabridged.
Correct.
Jeff Tiller, your word, unanimously. Giving Mother Teresa the Nobel Peace Prize was unanimously applauded. Unanimously.
Unanimously. U-N-A-N-I-M-O-U-S-L-Y. Unanimously.
Correct.
Jennifer Miller, your word, vivacious. Mary Lou Retton was the most exciting and vivacious of all the 84 Olympic gymnasts. Vivacious.
Vivacious. V-I-V-A-C-I-O-U-S. Vivacious.
Correct.
Aaron Erickson, your word, equilibrium. After spinning around furiously, Randy lost his equilibrium and toppled over. Equilibrium.
Could you please repronounce it one more time?
Sure. Equilibrium. He lost his equilibrium and fell over.
Equilibrium. E-Q-U-I-L-I-B-R-I-U-M. Equilibrium.
Correct.
Putting his stomach back in the right place in his body.
Almost lost his
Aaron Sackett, your word, ghetto. For many, living in a ghetto is a depressing prospect. Ghetto.
Ghetto. G-H-E-T-T-O. Ghetto.
Correct.
Jay Jackson, your word, mimeograph. Before photocopiers became popular, duplicating was done on a mimeograph machine. Mimeograph.
Mimeograph. M-I-M-E-O-G-R-A-P-H. Mimeograph.
Correct.
Mohammed El-Rashidi, your word, paragraph. Barb's English teacher said that every new paragraph should be indented 5 spaces. Paragraph.
Paragraph. P-A-R-A-G-R-A-P-H. Paragraph.
Correct.
Juan Antron, your word, grievances. Every day, Mr. Malone would assail his landlord with a list of new grievances. Grievances.
Grievances. G-R
grievances.
Correct.
Christy Mladek. Your word, Christy? Parachutes. Skydivers are now equipped with safety parachutes that open automatically. Parachutes.
Parachutes. Parachutes. Parachutes.
Correct.
Play it back.
Pardon?
Missing E.
Are you talking about parachutes or grievances? Grievances. Play back grievances. It's right after this one. Here we go.
Paragraph.
Every day, Mr. Malone would assail his landlord with a list of new grievances. Large English teacher said that every new paragraph should be next to
Paragraph.
Very accurate. Correct. Grievances. Every day, Mr. Malone would assail his landlord with a list of new grievances. Grievances.
Which letter did you say that you thought might have been missed?
B-R-I-E-E.
The E-V, that part of it?
Grievances. Every day, Mr. Malone would assail his landlord with a list of new grievances. Grievances. Mr. Black. Elias, do you know what you're...
How long do we have for the replay? And this is like watching football, isn't it?
It really is. Get the man in the booth up there. I just want to tell you kids that every single one of you is not only welcome but encouraged to take on a public speaking class or interpersonal class at Jefferson. Love to have you. And if you're interested in an extracurricular activity, we would love to have you on our speech team. I can say the same thing for my colleagues in Kennedy as well. They would love to work with you too. Exciting programs there. Aside from the other things that you need and must take in school.
think one of the problems was that he tends to go through it quickly, and that's why I asked a question at that time on the same point, and we did give him credit, but when you say the EV, they did go together. We thought we heard him say that, and because this is inconclusive, we are going to allow that as a correct spelling.
I'm glad I don't have to do that hard part. No. It's just replay city. We are on Elias Lisakos, right? All right. Your word, Elias? Eloquence. Everyone was struck with the eloquence of Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. Eloquence.
Eloquence. E-L-O-Q-U-E-N-C-E. Eloquence.
Correct.
Joe McDonald. Your word, Joe? Rhythm. The rowers kept a steady rhythm with their oars. Rhythm.
Rhythm. R-H-Y-T-H-M. Rhythm.
Correct.
Hans Coy. Your word, Hans? Avalanche. The Swiss ski resort was buried by an avalanche. Avalanche.
Avalanche. A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E. Avalanche.
Correct.
Jared Rogers. Your word. Philosophy. Plato is considered to be the father of Western philosophy. Philosophy.
Philosophy. P-H-I-L-O-S-O-P-H-Y. Philosophy.
Correct.
Steve Manson. Your word. Isometric. Charles Atlas' system of bodybuilding uses isometric exercises. Isometric.
Isometric. I-S-O-M-E-T-R-I-C. Isometric.
Correct.
Shanaz Baga. Your word. Precocious. The precocious girl mastered her multiplication tables at the age of 6. Precocious.
Precocious. P-R-E-C-O-T-I-O-U-S. Precocious.
Incorrect. P-R-E-C-O-C-I-O-U-S.
Tara Craft. Your word. Aperture. The aperture of the camera lens was blocked, so none of the photographs turned out. Aperture.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Aperture.
Aperture.
Aperture. The aperture of the camera lens was blocked. Aperture.
Aperture. A-P-A-R-T-U-R-E. Aperture.
Incorrect. A-P-E-R-T-U-R-E.
And that ends round 4. We're going to ask those who were incorrect to be seated in the audience with a round of applause, please. And here we are, round 5, 1991 All Districts Spelling Bee. Mohammed Baga, your word. Cemetery. After the funeral service, the mourners walk sadly from the cemetery.
Cemetery. C-E-M-E-T-E-R-Y. Cemetery.
Correct.
Jamie Wright, your word. Buccaneer. We were aided in the War of 1812 by Jean Lafitte, the French buccaneer. Buccaneer.
Buccaneer. B-U-C-A-N-E-E-R. Buccaneer.
Incorrect. B-U-C-C-A-N-E-E-R.
Ben Hershey. Ben, your word. Alcoholism. It is estimated that about 25 million Americans suffer from alcoholism. Alcoholism.
Alcoholism. A-L-C-H-O-H-O-L-I-S-M. Alcoholism.
Incorrect. A-L-C-O-H-O-L-I-S-M.
Anita Hardy. Your word. Ulterior. When the candidate for prom queen suddenly began acting nice to everyone, ulterior motives were suspected. Ulterior.
Ulterior. A-L-T-E-R-I-O-R. Ulterior.
Incorrect. U-L-T-E-R-I-O-R.
Matt Reiner, your word. Sleuth. Jessica Fletcher in Murder.
Wait, please.
Sorry.
I appeal that. Ulterior. I think it's A-L.
The question is on ulterior.
Okay, there's an appeal on the spelling of ulterior. Mohammed says that he thinks it starts with an A. Could you repeat the sentence that was used for ulterior?
On ulterior. When the candidate for prom queen suddenly began acting nice to everyone, ulterior motives were suspected. Matt, do you have a joke or a story? We'd settle for a clean, mediocre one.
According to Webster's third New International Dictionary, there is no word ulterior with an A.
With
It is
an A.
with the U. That is correct. Thank you for the appeal.
Thank you. Matt Reiner, your word. We are on that, right? Sleuth. Jessica Fletcher in Murder, She Wrote is a perfect example of a classical sleuth. Sleuth.
Sleuth. S-L-E-U-T-H. Sleuth.
Correct.
And a hard one to say. Kelly Hultgren, your word. Porpoises. Dolphins and porpoises belong to the same family as whales. Porpoises.
Porpoises. P-O-R-P-I-S-E-S. Porpoises.
Incorrect. P-O-R-P-O-I-S-E-S.
Kathy Quanbeck, your word. Cartilage. Sharks do not have bones, but are supported by cartilage. Cartilage.
Can you repeat the word, please?
I certainly can. Cartilage. Sharks don't have bones, they have cartilage.
Cartilage. C-A-R-T-I-L-E-G-E. Cartilage.
Incorrect. C-A-R-T-I-L-A-G-E.
Jeff Tiller, your word, Jeff. Assassination. It has been over 20 years since the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Assassination.
Assassination. A-S-S-A-S-I-N-A-T-I-O-N. Assassination.
Incorrect. A-S-S-A-S-S-I-N-A-T-I-O-N.
Jennifer Miller, your word. Receipt. The store refused to return merchandise without a receipt. Receipt.
Receipt. R-E-C-E-I-P-T. Receipt.
Correct.
Aaron Erickson. Amateur. There's a continuing controversy about amateur and professional athletes competing in the Olympics. Amateur.
Amateur or amateur.
Or amateur.
A-M-A-T-E-U-R. Amateur.
Correct.
Aaron Sackett, your word. Thoracic. The thoracic cavity houses the heart and lungs. Thoracic.
Thoracic. T-H-O-R-A-C-I-C. Thoracic.
Correct.
Jay Jackson. Warranty. The new television set had a 90-day warranty.
Warranty. W-A-R-R-A-N-T-Y. Warranty.
Correct.
Mohammed El-Rashidi, your word. Incisors. Molars generally require more dental work than incisors. Incisors.
Incisors. I-N-C-I-S-O-R-S. Incisors.
Correct.
Juan Entron, your word. Rehearsal. The week before the performance, the director wanted a rehearsal every day. Rehearsal.
Rehearsal. R-E-H-E-A-R-S-A-L. Rehearsal.
Correct.
Christine Mladek. Your word, Christy. Resiliency. Sponge rubber has 100% resiliency. Resiliency.
Resiliency.
Incorrect. Resili. Delay, please.
At this point, the 14 students who are still up will be going to the regionals. And the first alternate will be Christy Malatic. Second alternate will be Jeff Tiller. Third alternate will be Kathy Quanbeck. And fourth alternate will be Kelly Hultgren. We will continue the contest until we come out with the champion. Let's give the kids a big round of applause.
Elias, right? I get too excited when I say Your word is, Elias, insomniac. No matter what pills the insomniac took, he could not fall asleep. Insomniac.
Insomniac. I-N-S-O-M-N-I-A-C. Insomniac.
Correct.
Joe McDonough. Your word, lozenge. The cough lozenge tasted just like candy. Lozenge.
Lozenge. L-O-Z-E-N-G-E. Lozenge.
Correct.
Sarah Erickson. Your word, Sarah, odious. An odious visit from the secret police convinced the Von Trapps to flee to a safer country. Odious.
Odious. O-D-E-O-U-S. Odious.
Incorrect. O-D-I-O-U-S.
Hans Cowie, your word, apologetically. When the neighbors complained, Nancy smiled apologetically and turned down her stereo. Apologetically.
Apologetically. A-P-O-L-I-G-E-T-I-C-A-L-L-Y.
Incorrect. A-P-O-L-O-G-E-T-I-C-A-L-L-Y.
Jared Rogers, your word, exuberance. When Kim hit a grand slam home run, she could not control her exuberance. Exuberance.
Exuberance. E-X-U-B-E-R-E-N-C-E. Exuberance.
Incorrect. E-X-U-B-E-R-A-N-C-E.
Steve Matson, your word, utopian. Brook Farm was a utopian community. Utopian.
Utopian. U-T-O-P-I-A-N. Utopian.
Correct.
That finishes round 5. We'll excuse those who were incorrect with a round of applause. Remembering that the top 14 do advance, we're going to get down to the last 2. Round 6, 1991, All Districts Spelling Championship. Mohammed Magad, your word, epitaph. The graveyard epitaph on Boot Hill was quaint and humorous. Epitaph.
Epitaph. E-P-I-T-A-P-H. Epitaph.
Correct.
Matt Reinert, your word, stereotype. That Italians are romantic, hot-tempered opera singers is a stereotype. Stereotype.
Stereotype. S-T-E-R-E-O-T-Y-P-E. Stereotype.
Correct.
Jennifer Miller, your word, simile. As fragile as a snowflake is an original simile. Simile.
Simile. S-I-M-I-L-I-E. Simile.
Incorrect. S-I-M-I-L-E.
Aaron Erickson, your word, sphinx. The Egyptian sphinx is half man. Sphinx.
Sphinx. S-P-H-I-N-X. Sphinx.
Correct.
Aaron Sackett, your word, paranoia. Roger's guard dogs and an elaborate security system did nothing to diminish his paranoia. Paranoia.
Paranoia. P-A-R-A-N-O-I-A. Paranoia.
Correct.
Jay Jackson. Bayonets. All rifles in the Civil War were equipped with bayonets. Bayonets.
Bayonets. B-A-Y-O-N-E-T-S. Bayonets.
Correct.
Mohammed al-Rashidi, your word? Apprehensive. Before the performance on opening night, all the actors were apprehensive.
Apprehensive. A-P-P-R-E-H-E-N-S-I-V-E. Apprehensive.
Correct.
Juan Entron, your word? Inauguration. The 1990 presidential inauguration cost over $32 million. Inauguration.
Inauguration. I-N-A-U-G-A-R-A-T-I-O-N. Inauguration.
Incorrect. I-N-A-U-G-U-R-A-T-I-O-N.
Elias Sakos, your word. Arterioles. The arterioles supply blood to tiny capillaries. Arterioles.
Arterioles. A-R-T-E-R-I-O-L-E-S. Arterioles.
Correct.
Joe McDonald, your word. Mascara. The rainstorm washed off all Helen's mascara. Mascara.
Mascara. M-A-S-C-A-R-A. Mascara.
Correct.
Steve Manson, your word. Halitosis. Commercials advertise toothpaste as being able to fight cavities and halitosis. Halitosis.
Halitosis. H-A-L-I-T-O-C-I-S. Halitosis.
Incorrect. H-A-L-I-T-O-S-I-S.
my notes are right, that finishes the 6th round, and we will excuse those who were incorrect with a round of applause. Round 7. Mohammed Bagat, your word. Autopsy. An autopsy was performed after the dog suddenly died. Autopsy.
Autopsy. A-U-T-O-P-S-Y. Autopsy.
Correct.
Matt Reiner. Your word, prognosis. The prognosis was that if Sean continued his diet of Pepsi and Skittles, he would not live long. Prognosis.
Prognosis. P-R-O-G-N-O-S-I-S. Prognosis.
Correct.
Aaron Erickson, your word, correspondence. The pen pals' correspondence lasted for many years. Correspondence.
Correspondence. C-O-R-R-E-S-P-O-N-D-A-N-C-E. Correspondence.
Incorrect. C-O-R-R-E-S-P-O-N-D-A-N-C-E. E-N. I'm sorry, I was looking at those letters I had written in. E-N-C-E.
It's not easy up here. This has got to be Aaron Sackett. Aaron Sackett, your word, prodigious. The sculpture on Mount Rushmore was a prodigious accomplishment. Prodigious.
Prodigious. P-R-E-D-I-G-I-O-U-S. Prodigious.
Incorrect. P-R-O-D-I-G-I-O-U-S.
Jay Jackson, your word, colonel. After his military victories, the colonel was promoted to general. Colonel.
Colonel. C-O-L-O-N-E-L. Colonel.
Correct.
Mohammed El-Rashidi, your word, linguistically. Many governments sought the linguistically talented student as an interpreter. Linguistically.
Linguistically. L-I-N-G-U-I-S-T-I-C-A-L-L-Y. Linguistically.
Correct.
Elias Kosakos, your word. Artifice. Archaeologists surmised that the ancient artifice was used to grind corn. Artifice.
Artifice. A-R-T-I-F-I-C-E. Artifice.
Correct.
Joe McDonald. Your word, bludgeon. A goblin in Tolkien's story carried a spear and a bludgeon. Bludgeon.
Bludgeon. B-L-U-D-G-E-O-N. Bludgeon.
Correct.
That finishes round 7. Pause for those who were eliminated. Did we eliminate anything? Well, it's getting right down there, isn't it? So we can post it, so when we get down to the last, the rules change when we get down to the last 2, and then we'll read them, and we will get there once likely before we go into that final round. Mohammed Baga, your word in round 8. Precedent. The teacher would not allow Susan to change desks because he didn't want to set a precedent. Precedent. I certainly may. Precedent. The teacher didn't want to set a precedent.
President. P-R-E-S-S-I-D-N-T. President. Precedent.
Incorrect. P-R-E-C-E-D-E-N-T.
Matt Ryder. Your word. Whimsical. John was a whimsical fellow who followed his inclinations and could seldom be depended upon. Whimsical.
Whimsical. W-H-I-M-S-I-C-A-L. Whimsical.
Correct.
Jay Jackson, your word. Hippopotamus. The eyes and nostrils of a hippopotamus protrude so it can see and breathe while submerged. Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus. Hippopotamus. Hippopotamus.
Incorrect. H-I-P-P-O-P-O-T-A-M-U-S.
Mohammed Al-Rashidi, your word. Amnesia. During her period of amnesia, Mrs. Riley could not remember her family members or even where she lived. Amnesia.
Amnesia. A-M-N-E-S-I-A. Amnesia.
Correct.
Elias Dosakos, your word. Nymphs. When the hunters approached, the wood nymphs fled into the forest. Nymphs.
Nymphs. N-Y-M-P-H-S. Nymphs.
Correct.
Joe McDonald, your word. Sturgeon. When the hunters approached, sturgeon. A sturgeon can reach a length of over 6 feet. Sturgeon.
Could you use it in another sentence?
Pardon?
Could you use it in another sentence?
In another sentence?
Yeah.
It's my understanding that the largest fish caught in Minnesota is a sturgeon, and it weighed about 160 pounds. Give or take 50, 60 pounds. Whatever. And it was caught by a 2-year-old. Sturgeon.
Sturgeon. S-T-U-R-G-E-O-N. Sturgeon.
Correct.
That finishes round 9. Back to the front.
Round 8 with 1 minute.
Oh, we have 1 minute. I'm sorry, we're going to excuse that person with a round of applause. We're down to 4. And there's a delay. Really have to find who this person is. Matt? Okay. Is the paper hard? Yeah, this doesn't sound very good. Is it running? Matt Reiner. In round 9. Your word. Prevalence. The prevalence of chlorine made the drinking water taste like it came from a swimming pool. Prevalence.
Prevalence. Prevolence. Prevalence.
Incorrect. Prevalence.
Mohammed al-Rashidi, your word. Intercessor. To mediate the quarrel, a neutral party was chosen to be an intercessor. Intercessor.
Intercessor. Intercessor. Intercessor.
Correct.
Elias Kosakos, as he breathes a sigh of relief. Elias, your word. Docile. Dogs are very docile and cooperative compared to foxes and wolves. Docile.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Docile.
Docile. D-O-S-S-O-L. Docile.
Incorrect. D-O-C-I-L-E. At this point, I believe we are down to 2.
We'll excuse those who were numbers 4 and 5. At this point, I need to read the rules because the rules change. Finally, here we are. Here's what will happen. When the contestants are reduced to 2, the elimination procedure changes. At this point, when one contestant misspells a word, the other contestant shall be given an opportunity to spell that same word. If the second contestant spells that word correctly, plus the next word on my list, then the second contestant shall be declared the champion. If one of the last 2 spellers misses, and the other, after correcting the error, misspells the new word submitted to him, then the misspelled new word shall be referred to the first speaker. If the first speaker then succeeds in correcting the error and correctly spells the next word on my list, then he shall be declared the champion. If both spellers misspell the same word, both shall continue in the contest, and the one who first misspelled the word shall be given a new word to spell. Are there any questions? That was written by an attorney, I do believe. Whereas the party of the first one. Oh. And our 2 finalists. Is this right? Mohammed al-Rashidi and Joe McDonald. And Joe McDonald is up first. I need to turn the page. Finalist Joe McDonald, your word. Carouse. Rip Van Winkle liked to carouse around the local tavern. Carouse.
Carouse. C-A-R-O-U-S-E.
Correct.
Mohammed. You can sit there, Joe. You're going to be back real quick. Mohammed al-Rashidi, your word. Acoustical. The acoustical tile was light and porous. Acoustical.
Acoustical. A-C-C-O-U-S-T-I-C-A-L. Acoustical.
Incorrect.
Joe McDonald, let me repeat the process for you. The word is acoustical. The acoustical tile was light and porous. Acoustical.
Acoustical. A-C-O-U-S-T-I-C-A-L. Acoustical.
Correct.
Okay, Joe, you're halfway there. To be declared the winner, you must correctly spell this word, the very next word on the list. Embezzle. No one thought the clerk would embezzle money from the bank. Embezzle.
Embezzle. E-M-B-E-Z-Z-L-E. Embezzle.
Correct.
We have a friendly all-city spelling contest. Joe McDonald. And runner-up, Mohammed al-Rashidi.
Well, I wasn't too sure we were going to finish tonight. That was the most words we've ever used in any spelling bee in the 7 years that we've been running it here in Bloomington. So congratulations to all of you. You spelled some real toughies and did a super job. Let's get all of the contestants back up on the stage in their seats, please. Let's give them all one more round of applause. For all of the contestants tonight, we have a packet containing a certificate, 1991 Bloomington All-City Spelling Contest and printed notepad, a listing of the cable times, and information about the written test scores that the boys and girls took last week. Can you please come in numerical order to receive your packets? Wesley Colas, grade 8, Olson Junior High. Joel Bratch, grade 8, Olson Junior High. Chad Oman, grade 5, Oak Grove Intermediate. Mohammed Baga, grade 5, Oak Grove Intermediate. Jamie Wright, grade 6, Oak Grove Intermediate. Lisa Maycroft, grade 8, Mount Hope Redemption. Jenny Wahoski, grade 5, Oak Grove Intermediate. Carrie Ostergaard, grade 6, Oak Grove Intermediate. Ben Kersey, grade 6, Oak Grove Intermediate. Frank Stackauer, grade 5, Oak Grove Intermediate. Roseanne Shatina, grade 7, Olson Junior High. Anita Hardy, grade 8, Olson Junior High. Kim Shawn, Bloomington, grade 8, Bloomington Lutheran. Brooke Hansen, grade 5, Oak Grove Intermediate. Matt Greinert, grade 8, Olson Junior High. Kelly Holtgren, grade 8, Olson Junior High. Kathy Quanbeck, grade 7, Olson Junior High. Jeff Tiller, grade 6, Oak Grove Intermediate. Darren Best, grade 5, Oak Grove Intermediate. Jennifer Miller, grade 8, Olson Junior High. Aaron Erickson, grade 8, Olson Junior High. Aaron Sackett, grade 7, Olson Junior High. Troy Avlin, grade 6, Oak Grove Intermediate. Missy Horneland, grade 7, Olson Junior High. Ben Koo, grade 5, Oak Grove Intermediate. Jay Jackson, grade 7, Olson Junior High. Mohammed Rashidi, grade 6, Oak Grove Intermediate. Boynan Tran, grade 8, Nativity of Mary. Chris Van Wyck, grade 5, Oak Grove Intermediate. Angie Hessel, grade 7, Olson Junior High. Daniel Schmidt, grade 6, Oak Grove Intermediate. Christy Maletic, grade 5, Nativity of Mary. Elias Kazakos, grade 7, Olson Junior High. Joe McDonald, grade 8, Olson Junior High. Sarah Erickson, grade 6, Mount Hope Redemption. Hans Cowley, grade 6, Bloomington Lutheran. Jared Rogers, grade 7, Olson Junior High. Steve Matson, grade 7, Olson Junior High. Julie Anderson, grade 6, Oak Grove Intermediate. Shanaz Vaga, grade 6, Oak Grove Intermediate. Ryan Reese, grade 5, Oak Grove Intermediate. Kelly Meyer, grade 8, Bloomington Lutheran. Tara Kraft, grade 7, Olson Junior High. Brent McBeath, grade 6, Oak Grove Intermediate. Huang Nguyen, grade 8, Olson Junior High. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Let's give them another. Now we have 19 trophies to distribute, and we'll need someone down on the floor to bring them up so that we can just hand them up perhaps to the stage. 14 of those will go to tonight's oral winners, and the other 5 will be given to the champion written speller at each grade level. All building finalists were invited to be in the written contest. 70 students participated in the 35-word written contest that included such words as hygienist, decaffeinated, croissant, acquiesce, pharmaceutical, amaryllis, and psychedelic. Those were some of the easier ones. No, not really. They were some of the tougher ones. How many of those words could you spell? Be interesting to just try it sometime because the kids did a super job. One of the students on this stage got 33 of them correct. Would Joe McDonald, 8th grade and overall written champion, please come forward to receive your trophy. Seventh grade champion is Elias Pizakos. Elias? For being an alternate, he's done quite well tonight. Grade 6, we had double champions. It's shared by Shanaz Vaga and Ben Hersey. Grade 5 champion is Mohammed Baga. That was a tough test. It really was. We had a few boys and girls who didn't take the test, so you would not have any scores, of course, in your folders. But for those who did, I really admire you. It took a lot of courage to come and take a test like that, and you did extremely well, as you can see by the averages that are in the packets that you received. At this time, I'd like to have June Krug, a parent and president of the Bloomington PTSA Council, present the trophies to our honorable mention and top 5 oral winners. All 14 have received a Words of Champions booklet to study between now and March 2nd, and will participate at South St. Paul's High School, all on an equal basis. June?
You didn't tell me I had to keep track of this, too. I also thought you forgot about the 15-minute talk I had prepared of the merits of PTA in Minnesota. Did you want to hear that now? Should we save it? Okay. Before I start, I do want to say a quick word of thanks to Dave Ponch. He does such an absolutely terrific job of organizing this contest. I have never been to one of these contests until this evening, and I am so impressed with Dave's job, with the contestants. I think they're all terrific, and I think Dave especially deserves a hand. Oh, starting with number 14, Sarah Erickson. And next is Hans Cowie. Boy, I haven't been paying too much attention, have I?
June. We wish the 14 regional contestants well at South St. Paul. Who knows? Maybe 4 of you will win the Region B, and then 1 of you become the state champion and win a trip to Washington, D.C. for the National B in late May, early June. You have the spelling skill to do just that. Let's give all the contestants one more round of applause. To all of you, thank you so much for coming tonight. While we take a few pictures and collect materials, the audience may go to the foyer and have refreshments.